this video we'll talk about the basics of what's required for the portfolio. Then we'll take a look at some examples and talk a little bit about the camera that we'll use to record the videos. And then later this week or next we will talk more about editing videos and finding a website to put everything together online. So first, the bare basics of what's required. There are four main components: three sample lesson plans, a reflection that's about 2 pages long, a teaching demonstration video, and it must be delivered in an online platform. We'll talk about each of these individually. So the three sample LPs, they should demonstrate your best work. They should be cleaned up. Any comments that I left should be implemented, and then they should be removed so that when potential employers look at this, they won't see any of that stuff. They'll just see beautiful, great lesson plans. Make the presentations, resources, any other materials available through links or on the lesson plan document, however you want to do it. But if someone is reading your lesson plan and it says you're going to give this presentation, then they should be able to see what the presentation looks like. For the reflection, you'll reflect on your experience and what you learned this semester. It'll be written in the form of a cover letter to a potential employer, and it should be about 2 pages long. You'll see examples of those on some of the other portfolios from the past. The teaching demonstration video should be approximately 7 minutes. It should also demonstrate your best work. It will be filmed this week and next by the teacher that's observing you during the last 2 weeks of the session. And it should be edited using either iMovie, Windows Movie Maker, some other editing program, but we don't want to have 2 minutes of students filtering in and then you talking for a little bit and 2 minutes of students then doing worksheets or something like that. We want it to be edited so it looks nice, so it all goes together well. For the online platform, you can use either Google Sites, WordPress, Weebly, anything else you feel comfortable with. No programming knowledge is necessary. These are all pretty simple programs. Just click this, drag and drop that. But again, we'll have more videos and maybe in-person workshops on using Google Sites and iMovie. Thinking a little bit about the quality of the work, about the amount of time you put into this portfolio. It's really up to you what you're looking for. If you're just looking to do the basics for this class, then I'm not really going to be grading on how well written the reflection is or how fancy the demonstration video is. As long as everything is there, then that will be fine. As long as all the links work and I can find everything, then you'll get credit. But if you plan on looking for a job overseas, then I strongly suggest putting your best work into this, making everything look really good, because when I was applying for jobs recently, I did all this stuff. And so if you do it now, if you put your time into it now, then it'll make the job search later a lot easier. So now we'll look at a few examples of portfolios. If you remember back on the first blog post, I shared some links with you for Lindsay and Brandon from the fall of 2013, and I'll share a few more links with you on this blog post. But here we have 2 examples. This over here is Lindsay's, and this is Annie's from the spring of 2014. And so remember the 3 most important things are the cover letter, the lesson plans, and the teaching video. Annie decided to include a philosophy statement just for fun, which is great. Here we can see Annie's cover letter and Lindsay's cover letter. Annie chose to type hers right into the website, whereas Lindsay put it in Google Drive and then included that in the website. That's one great thing about Google Sites, is it's really easy to include everything from your Google Drive right into the website. For the lesson plans, they kind of did some different things. Lindsay again just included her lesson plan straight from Google Docs, and that's great because I think it's easy to see. Here's one individual lesson plan, and then scroll down here. Here's a second. here's a third. Well, Annie decided to kind of include links to hers. So, I mean, everything's here, and they would both get full credit. I would say that this one on the left here is a little bit easier for me and for potential employers to look at the lesson plans in a pretty quick fashion. And then for the teaching videos, it looks like Lindsay put it onto YouTube and then embedded it onto the website, while Annie just had it in Google Drive and then embedded it from there without putting it on YouTube. Either one is fine. Both of these portfolios are great. You can do whatever you like as long as I can find the necessary components and everything looks pretty professional.